I'm going to go to one of the funner matchups, more competitive matchups, I believe, on the board here. And I'm going to go Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns under 244. So I'm really, really, really bullish on the Mavericks post All-Star break here. There's another team, including the Suns. Suns, Lakers, Warriors, Mavs all closed before the break, extremely strong. Let's focus on the Mavs here. I love the PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford addition. I think they plug and improve on a lot of the negative things that Dallas had going for them, especially on the defensive side of the rock. Derek Lively is back on the floor. Kyrie Irving is back on the floor. Love that. Josh Green is back on the floor. I love that. And I love how both teams are playing defense. Top 10 defensive rating, the last 10 going into the break. Let's talk about the injury report. For Dallas, Luka probable. Derek Lively probable. Brad Beal still questionable here with the hamstring. So last time these two teams played, it was the Suns got a big W, 132-109. Book went crazy. This was before the trade. I believe this to be the most competitive matchup on the board, and both teams have been playing quite a bit of defense. Now, they've also been tops towards the league the last 10 games in pace. And I think that is interesting, but I think in this matchup in particularly, this game is going to slow down quite a bit just because of the matchup overall. So I'm looking at the under 244 in this game. I think it's going to be defense first coming out of the All-Star break. They're going to be playing competitive lockdown type defense on that side. They're going to be rotating, and I love Derek Lively and Gafford being on the floor together. The Dallas Mavericks are extremely deep. And as long as Luka doesn't score 40 and Kyrie doesn't score 40, I believe with Brad Beal being out, keeps this under the total of 244. J Money is money. Any thoughts on the I know you're not a total guy, but you could talk me through the matchup and how you feel about Dallas and Phoenix overall and how you see this game flowing, if anything.
Yeah, this is going to be a great game, man. I love to watch these type of games just to learn about the two teams. From a betting perspective, I could see it going either way as far as who's going to win. So I usually stay off these type of games 50-50, what I kind of feel like is going to be. If the Suns won, I wouldn't be surprised. If the Mavs won, I wouldn't be surprised. Looks like Bill is still questionable, so he's not out for sure yet, so he could possibly play here. But this could be a playoff style type of game. They've played two times already so far this year. The Mavs have won the first one. Suns won the second one when Booker put up 46 on their head in that game. But both of those games end up staying under a total. So let's see if there could be three straight in the total, three straight unders in the series so far this year. But I can't talk you off there, Sean.
AC, the Suns are 11-15 to the under on the road, and the Dallas Mavericks at home are just over 500 at 14-16 to the under. So both teams to the under. As Jay just laid out, both of those other games went under. I really feel good about this if Bradley Beal doesn't go. Keep an eye on that. How do you feel about this spot for under 244 and the game flow?
Yeah, Jay mentioned it. I was at that January 24th game when Booker put up 46. He outscored the Mavericks by himself in the third quarter. It's wide open jump shots, like wide open. But I'll say this: it's a completely different Dallas Mavericks team defensively when you have Lively and Gafford versus Dwight Powell. I know I've been bashing Dwight Powell for like 4 years, but it's just a completely different. Not even like contesting shots, but dominating the defensive glass, things like that. So as a side is concerned when it comes to the total, I agree with you. I think Dallas now with the size, athleticism, PJ Washington can defend a little bit as well. I think they're going to be able to get it defensively to try to hold Phoenix. I think the winner of the game is going to come down to who's going to make free throws in the end. We all know Luka kind of struggles when it comes to free throws, especially in the fourth quarter, whether it's fatigue, nerves, whatever the case may be, but he needs to make free throws. This series is really interesting. The last four road teams have gone into the other team's home building and won straight up. So we'll see if Dallas can take care of the road tomorrow, take care of the home court tomorrow night. But I agree with you, Sean. I like the under here. Any type of big games, I lean the under first before I start looking at anything else.